All right, listen. The last thing I want to do, and this sincerely bothers me, the last thing I want to do, for my sake and for America's sake, is to have to rifle off one of these 2 or 3 minutes elongated Jets rants. It's not even August 1st, so I'm gonna maintain some perspective here, right?
Okay.
I'm not gonna get that lathered up, but I got to tell you, as much as I'm a Joe Douglas fan, and we've had Joe on the show,
Yep.
I believe in Joe's vision. I really want Robert Salah to get this job. I'm pumped that he got it, But you think about the recent 10-year history of the Jets, and without going through all the checkpoints that most people don't really care about, they've been an unmitigated disaster for decades. So this is the Cliff Notes version, right? You had, the end of the Todd Bowles reign, which was uninspiring. Great coordinator, Super Bowl performance, phenomenal. He did great. He should be a head coach again. I respect Todd. As a coach, I couldn't wait for him to get bounced because they just had no emotion.
Yes.
And, and then you bring in Gase, an absolute clown. It was a disaster from minute one at the press conference. No inspiration, no vision, no innovation. So we are saddled with years of uninspiring stuff. And you know what? Sometimes that happens. Being a sports fan is cyclical. There's no license. There's no ticket that you get, that you scan. Hey, I'm going to be in 10 years. It's going to be great. We're going to win 5 championships. You root for a team, you're going to have ups and downs. I get that, right? And if I haven't quit now, I'm not quitting at any point soon. But how can somebody explain to me? I need you to explain to me. Now, the only decision the Jets had going into the draft was, do we trade Darnold, which they did, to the pen? Do we keep Darnold, then move back and maybe get 4 first-round picks going for the second spot to whatever? What do we do? Like, those were decisions. What's not a decision is whether or not you have your quarterback who needs to be there day one, signed, sealed, and delivered. There's 32 teams in the NFL. As of last night, 3 guys were unsigned. Trey Lance, he signed. Slater, he signed as well. Don't waste your time telling me about, well, I understand the business of it. It's about offset language. I know all about it. I get it. And I even respect the endeavor. You got to protect your behind. Understood. And Zach Wilson, he's got to protect every penny. Understood. I'm not trying to get in his pocket, but I am going to call the Jets out for a rookie head coach who I love. I wanted Salah. I just said that. I think there's going to be incredible energy that they have tried to have for a decade. They had to fumigate the joint after the uninspiring, lose. Well, I don't want to start going that crazy here. Let me tap the brakes a bit. Let me just say this, and I'll hand it to you. The quarterback room, the Jets have made 2 big mistakes. There is not a veteran in the quarterback room to show him what the hell to do. Now, the one difference, and thank God at least learn from this, Sam Darnold had no receivers and no offensive line. At least Corey Davis, Elijah Moore, who's a stud. I think the Crowder, they retained. The Jets could score some points. Denzel Mims. I'm not getting on their personnel moves. You brought in Morgan Moses. You move up, you get Tucker. You have a beast at left tackle. He will be equipped to succeed infinitely better than Darnold from day one. But you had 3 months to get this damn contract signed. And it looks bad, and the kid's going to lag behind. How is this not signed?
I don't know, BT, and I wish I had an answer for you, but I can't give you an explanation for it. We know that offset language sometimes causes problems. Joey Bosa was the last one. Actually, I think it was Nick, because Nick had the same issue with the 49. No, he didn't.
The Chargers have always had issues historically with that.
So I think it was just Joey
and the
Bosa.
Jets.
Joey Bosa, we all remember. Sam Darnold also had the same issue. And offset language, for those who don't understand it, is very simple. If they decide that Zach Wilson is not the quarterback of their future, they sign him to this long-term deal, which for first-rounders is guaranteed at signing, and he goes and signs somewhere else,
like Haskins,
exactly. Then the offset is recouped basically.
Okay.
And so the amount they owe Zach Wilson will be reduced by how much he's paid by the new team, the acquiring team.
Correct.
That's why when you see, say Josh Rosen, when he got picked up by the Miami Dolphins, the Dolphins didn't pay him jack because they knew that they didn't need to pay him anything because he was still getting paid by the Arizona Cardinals. And so offset language is. It's a way to protect yourself if you don't think that the guy you drafted is the guy.
Yep.
Now the problem is, from my perspective, I agree with everything you said. If you take this kid number 2 overall, right? you better damn be sure he was the guy before you took him number 2 overall. So the offset should not be an issue. And if you have to worry about the offset, then as much as we like Joe Douglas, he probably needs to be fired, right?
If they butcher this, then Joe's out of a job. This is connected to Joe.
I'm talking about if you spent the number 2 pick on Zach Wilson, you should not be concerned about cutting him in 4 years.
I don't even have, let me challenge you. I don't even have an issue with that because that's business. And
if you do,
that.
you don't worry about the money at the end of it.
Well, I know
because you know you made a mistake.
Yeah, I know it's a bit of a defeatist attitude. I understand what you're saying. And conceptually, a lot of people, fundamentally, I'm with you, all right? But what bothers me the most, it's almost as if Joe, and I like Joe, and I believe in Joe. This is not although I'm bothered by this because Joe's running point on this. He's the GM. It's like Joe Douglas is sitting in his office, right? And it's 2 days from camp. Yo, let's get Zach Wilson's agent on the phone. Hey, guys, what are we doing with this offset stuff? You had 3 months.
Yes, you're right.
You knew. If I read this in the New York Post, if I saw this on SNY, if I saw this on Samini, I'm thinking of Jets guys.
Yeah.
Rich Samini from ESPN on Twitter 2 months ago. The Jets and Zach Wilson still a little far apart on offset language. I wouldn't care.
Yeah.
You had months to figure this out.
And by the way, I just had to look. I had to look this up, BT, just for my own curiosity. The Jets up against the cap.
No, we've got $50 million. We're flush with money.
They've signed every player. They've signed every player, every other draft pick.
I know.
Everybody on the roster right now, and they're $31 million under the cap right now.
Except the guy that and listen, if he misses 2 days, it's not going to ruin it. It will retard his growth for a snippet.
Yeah.
But it just, perceptually, you are trying to create a new aura. You have the face now, Rob, so the guy's running stairs before Niner games. He's jacked. He's like the bald bull from Mike Tyson Punch-Out. This is the kind of, unlike Gase and unlike Bowles, this is the guy that, if there's a bar fight, I got his back.
That's right.
And he's got mine.
And he's got yours.
And same with Joe Douglas. But, man, you really whiffed on this, Jets. You whiffed on. Instead, you got 2 scrubs out there. These guys stink.
Yeah.
Mike Morgan, Mike White, whatever the hell is it. Doesn't matter. Who cares what their name is?
It doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't. Their names aren't Zach Wilson, so it doesn't matter.
It matters.
They're throwing passes to Elijah Moore, Corey Davis, Denzel Mims.
That's right.
Come on.
Yes, James Morgan from Florida International and Mike White from Western Kentucky. Feeling confident, BT?
Well, no, because I know that they're not going to play. They're going to get this done. But if you're going to get it done in 4 days, why didn't you get it done 4 days ago?
Don't know. Makes no sense.
I don't think I'm out of line here with this.
Of course not.
This really bothers me.
In today's NFL,
Jets.
It is, you know what the contract is going to be.
They make it hard to look competent. It's not that hard to get this right.
In today's NFL, you know what the contract is going to be. So It's not like you're negotiating on the fly and figuring it out as you go.
100%.
There's literally one variable.
Yeah.
That's offset language. That's it. That's it.
Yes.
That is absolutely it.
Yes.
And the fact that the Jets took this long, it's frustrating.
And let me just say
I think they'll get it done. But
of course they're going to get it done. He's not going to miss the season, but is he going to miss 2 weeks? Who knows? And with Trey Lance, again, who was 5 hours ago, maybe 6, they got that done. Trey Lance is a little different because Garoppolo's the starter. Trey Lance, you'd like him to be there snap one, but he doesn't need to be there day one.
Right.
He ain't playing.
That's right.
Zach Wilson is playing. Darnold's not there. Zach Wilson's the starter. This has infuriated my Jets brethren. And listen, I know that from a sensibility point of view, because the ringer that they put us through, sometimes we are irrational unnecessarily. Every Jets fan that has worked up over this is 1,000% correct. This was a layup. This was Shaq just, dunking a Nerf ball in a hanger. Get the damn contract signed.